Fisher. I'm the artist in residence here at the Metal Museum, and I'd like to welcome you to the second ever Shop Talk. Jim Masterson, who is the shop foreman here at the Metal Museum. Jim, tell us about what you're doing.
What I'm working on is we are going to make a billet of Damascus that has a heart in the center. So I actually have a pair of dies that I made with a power hammer that when brought together form a heart.
Oh, that is cute.
So I forged out a billet of wrought iron with nickel and made the heart, and now I'm taking it and I'm going to cover it with nickel so that when
show us that again? Will you show us how that works again?
So I've got this shaped around this.
Okay.
And the nickel I formed around it.
Perfect.
So now that gives me a sleeve of nickel, so when I weld up my box, I'll have my heart in the center, and then I'll put powdered steel around that, weld that on top, and then that will give me my case to make my bar with the heart in it.
So are you going to be doing that today, Jim?
Yep.
We'll come right back and see you do it.
I am adding the powdered steel to the piece. So I put powdered steel around the whole piece so that the heart is encased in the center. And then after that, it'll get a cap on it and weld it up.
So you got your billet all put together.
I've got my billet. And I have, I'm going to warm it up and then flux it. And this is my kiss block for the hammer, because that billet has powdered steel inside of it, so it's really soft. And so if I'm not careful, I'll crush it out of shape, which is what I did with the last one.
What's that?
Borax flux.
What is that?
20 Multeam detergent. Got borax in it.
Does it work?
It's my flux. What it does is it absorbs the oxygen so that the oxygen can't get to my piece and create oxides and dirty my piece up. Because I need it to be able to weld, and for it to weld, it needs to be clean. So I can't have any oxygen in the fire. Well, any excess oxygen that will attach itself to my piece. That is little spurts of my powdered steel coming out.
Ooh, it's melting already, huh?
Well, there's a hole in the front so that this is not an encased like a balloon. I've got to be able to let the air out of it, and so some of that, as it's heating up, a little of that powdered steel is coming out of that hole and coming back out of the fire.
Because it's expanding on the inside.
Yep.
Science. Okay, so we're back. We're just about ready to forge weld this awesome billet. Just about hot enough. Here's our sweet hammer.
a tube with powdered steel inside of it, the flux really is an indicator for me to tell how hot it is. It really doesn't help the tube. The tube traps everything inside. Whereas if you're doing layers of Damascus, you want that flux on the outside so that the oxygen doesn't get between the layers. I want to draw it down to 3/8 of an inch thick, and right now it's 1 1/8 inches.
Okay, we'll come back. What's that?
Ferric chloride.
Is it acid?
Yeah. Technically it'll etch everything. It just etches everything at different rates.
Okay. So the wrought iron's gonna show up black?
The powdered steel will show up darkest. The nickel the lightest, and then the
I see it.
Still doesn't quite look like a hot.
No, it doesn't. So those swirls in there, that's nickel in the wrought iron, right? Ooh, the pattern actually, look at that. Look at that pattern. It's just beautiful. Well, it's not a perfect heart, but...
Who has one?
Right. Okay, start talking.
Hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put a V in it to pull the point of the heart down a little bit more. So I'm going to forge it down some and see if we can make it look like a heart instead of a truncated bud.
It's nice.
It's hot.
Tell us one more time where we're at and what you love.
Metal Museum, Memphis, Tennessee. Woo!